Feature interview of the week. The Tryon International Film Festival is coming October 7th, 8th, and 9th in, of course, Tryon, North Carolina. My guest is one of the co-founders and also behind the Polk Film Initiative, and that is Kirk Gollwitzer. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
Remind everybody about the locations for the films. I believe there's actually several locations, isn't there?
We've kind of centered everything in the center of town, right in the center of Tryon. Before we had a lot of things going on at the Tryon Fine Arts Center, but that's going to be dedicated completely to filmmaker education programs that we've got going on there, so you can check the website to see those things out. All of the screening venues are going to be right next to the Tryon Theater. So the Tryon Theater, the upstairs art space, and another one right next to it. 3 screening venues downtown. And you'll see a big tent when you come to town. That's where our big gala is going to be. And
how many years does this make now for the festival?
we're going into our 8th year, so I'm kind of terming this Super 8 after the Super 8 camera, and each year they just get bigger and bigger. We're very excited about this one coming up.
Kirk, we often hear about the process that a film festival undergoes to pick their lineup of films, which of course generally involves a panel or a group of judges. The Tryon Film Festival judges seem to be very distinguished when it comes to their backgrounds, quite diverse. Tell us a little bit about those judges.
Well, the judges, pretty interesting the way this thing works out. And again, you can read about these judges that we have on the website, but these judges were past filmmakers, and they submitted their films to us. Some of them are very highly credited, like Frank Callow up in New York City. He's a big-time director up there with us, and he's been with us for a long time. Patty Darvindale is an actress that goes way back, with a lot of history there, and Jonathan Brownlee, and we have several judges, but these judges have become a part of our festival. So they had films in our film festivals, and so we brought them back as judges. And so we've got a couple of new judges this year from Honeyhead Films. So that's kind of the process.
Are there particular genres of films that visitors to the festival will be able to experience?
Well, we have a segment of our film festival which is termed Human Rights and Dignity, and that's kind of a nice performance category that we have. That are a lot of documentaries, and those documentaries surround human rights and dignity, and that human rights and dignity can be everything from the elderly, enslavement, all sorts of things like that. That's part of it. We do have our own kind of special themes that kind of fits the character of our town, which is a lot of retired and artists and things like that. But this year, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of kind of more uplifting films. It kind of follows the process of life. You know, that we had years where a lot of the films were about people trying to get from one part of the world to another because of what was going on. This year, a lot of films are kind of like surrounding around mental health, dealing post-COVID and getting back to enjoying life again. The films are going to be really upbeat this year, focusing on happiness and more fun, so to speak.
We are featuring on the Friday feature the Tryon International Film Festival on the way October 7th through the 9th, and our guest is Kirk Gollwitzer. You were kind of telling us about what, I guess, the story is of some of these films, but if you don't mind, name some of the titles that we can expect to see. Tease us a little bit.
Well, on Friday night, we have a feature film. It's a gala world premiere of a film called Paragold, and it's by Ron Davis, and he's from Florida, and he's had other films at our film festival, including Harry and Snowman, Life in the Doghouse. But this year, the film was called Paragold, and it surrounds the life and effort of Paralympics, a few Paralympics that are equestrian riders, and their dream is to go to the Olympics. And it kind of follows that. And part of this film was filmed at the Tryon International Equestrian Center in Tryon. That's kind of cool. That's going to be a big draw for all of our equestrian buddies in this particular region. Then we've got people, we're flying in, Ron, and a couple of the equestrian athletes. There's another great film that he did as well that's also in competition. It's called I Am We, and that's a film about a woman that he did a documentary on that has multiple personalities. This is our first year of animation, so we've got a great animation full-length feature called My Love Affair with Marriage, and that's really a cool film with great music and great animation. So we got full-length features, short dramatic features. We've got full-length documentaries, short documentaries. We've got animation, and we've got a slew of student films from all over the world. We've got films in from 125 countries, and these student films are really amazingly well done. They compete very well with major motion picture films.
To know you've added animation now is just an extra reason to take in the Tryon International Film Festival.
We have several North Carolina filmmakers that are from around the Hendersonville area in this region. And again, a lot of these things, you can go to the website right now to TryonInternationalFilmFestival.com, and you can see these film banners that we have, and many of them have trailers. We're still loading them. We have two ways to experience the Tryon International Film Festival. One is live. It starts on October 7th, 8th, and 9th. But then after that, on the 10th through the 17th, you can buy a ticket to our virtual festival, and you can see most of the films for 7 days. We have interviews with all the filmmakers from around the world. They introduce their films. You don't have to come. We'd love to have you come to Tryon, but at the same time, you can see all these films online. This is a great year for education, and we're devoting the Tryon Fine Arts Center for educational breakout sessions.
It's easy. For the film descriptions, you can see trailers, the complete schedule, tickets, news on the gala, and everything. Again, remind us of that website.
It's TryonInternationalFilmFestival.com, and it's pretty easy to find. When you go there, it takes you on a journey to Inventive, which is the section of the website which shows the virtual films. Those films will be available online after the festival. Read about the process that they went through and watch. A lot of the trailers are there too.
He's Kirk Gollwitzer, co-founder and one of the organizers of the Tryon International Film Festival, Tryon, North Carolina, of course, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. Kirk, great job you and the group is doing, and we hope this is going to be another great film festival.
Well, I do want to put kudos out to my film partner, Bo Menetry, and then all of our coordinators for the film festival, especially like Ashley Menetry and all.
We wish you and Bo and everyone involved a great event. Tryon International Film Festival has been our focus today. Kirk Gollwitzer, thank you so much for your time.
Always a pleasure with you, Paul.
Friday features are also available as a podcast on our website at WNCW.org. Have a good weekend.